Hi, my name is Rachel. I am LCVP Outgoing Exchange for ISEC Washington, D.C. in the United States, and I'm applying to be the TL Faci for Morocco's Kickoff Conference. A little bit about myself. I am a senior studying at the George Washington University of International Affairs. I study international affairs and the Middle East. When I'm not doing ISEC or schoolwork, I am an athlete, so I run triathlons. I also really enjoy playing guitar and playing with my puppies. I joined ISEC 2 years ago. I transferred to GW, and immediately once I transferred here, I became an OGX team member. I joined ISEC, and it was the best decision I've ever made. From there, I've go on to be a team leader in ISEC in the Outgoing Exchange team, and then I assumed the role of the VP this past year. ISEC has given me a lot of opportunities to develop myself as a leader, and also just to travel around the world. I've traveled throughout the United States for various different conferences and events, as well as to Egypt and to Bahrain this past summer, where I did an Exceed. So I was participating in the traineeship as well as doing a seatership and helping out one of the LCs there throughout the summer. My best ISEC experience has by far been this past weekend. We ran one of our regional conferences in the Northeast last weekend, and I was one of the FACIs. I facilitated the outgoing GIP session, and this was really great for me because it allowed me to interact in kind of a new leadership situation, like beyond my LC, right? So I got to interact with the OC, I got to interact with the MC a lot, and really just like get to know these inspiring, awesome people. Also, teaching and coaching in ISEC is my absolute favorite thing to do. I think there's a lot of value in empowering members and actually being someone who can help a general member connect with the why of ISEC, because I think a lot of times we forget why we're doing what we're doing. We get so bogged down in like the day-to-day work aspect of our jobs that we forget why our work is important. And I think if we forget why our work is important and we kind of dissociate from our passion, then it becomes really hard to do our work, and sometimes that shows in the results, and things aren't as good as they could be. So through facilitating and especially conferences allow you to really connect with your region and with the national level, and just really reconnect with why you're doing this and why this is important. And I think if you have a passion for something, then it really shines through, and then this is going to be the fundamental thing that's going to impact your work and allow you to make the biggest difference in ISEC and across the world. So this is the main reason why I'm applying to be a FACI for Morocco's Kickoff Conference. I especially would like to be a TL FACI because I believe a lot of times that TLs are an undervalued position in ISEC because they don't get as much attention as the EB or as the newbies, but they really are in this valuable position to impact change and to impact leadership development in ISEC. They have time to put forward initiatives that possibly the VP doesn't have time for, and they really can inspire their general members to learn more about ISEC, and they can really impact their experiences. So I would love to facilitate the TL track to hopefully give them some skills and some knowledge to take back to their LCs that they can use to really just become the best ISECers that they can. So I'm going to go a little bit into the session plan that I outlined in my application. Something that worked really well this past weekend was a session on mass marketing. This session essentially is designed to allow delegates to start thinking about how they really can expand the ISEC network in their area, for their LC, because one of the biggest ways that we can drive growth is through having these exchange partnerships and having this network in place, right? So if the people who know what ISEC is, they're promoting it, we can also do things for them. So we have a reciprocal relationship that can really exponentially grow our exchange programs. So a lot of that too is just having a plan in place, right? You have to know what you want and you have to know the outcome before you can start pursuing it, right? So in this session, I'd like to run a backwards planning as well as a brainstorming session, so I can engage the TLs with different sort of ideas and plans and strategies, and then they can actually go into their own time and think about where they want to see their LC in a month, in a year, and then can start to plan and think about how they can market to the right people and form these partnerships to really hugely expand growth across Morocco. So these are some of my ideas. Thank you so much for your consideration. I hopefully will see you all in a month in Morocco.